Shabbat Shalom. This is Larry Mitchell, continuing his verse-by-verse study through the Apocalypse, the revelation of Jesus Christ. This morning we are going to look at Revelation 14:14 to 20. We start out with Revelation 14:14 to 16. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and on the cloud one sat like the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him who sat on the cloud, "Thrust in your sickle and reap, for the time has come for you to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe." So he who sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. I have a t-shirt that I love to wear on the streets and the malls. This t-shirt actually has quite an impact when people look at it, and I'll show it to you. It's a picture of Jesus wearing dark sunglasses saying, "I'll be back." Apparently, that t-shirt is mocking the Arnold Schwarzenegger who says that in a movie, in The Terminator, "I'll be back." This shirt is a very effective bridge builder. I've shared many a laugh with those who think the shirt is humorous, and it has opened the door to talk about our blessed hope with believers who are waiting for the sounding of the trumpet. But it offends a certain class of people, the liberal Christians who are willingly ignorant of the wrath of God. For in their unsanctified imagination, they picture Jesus holding hands with his disciples on top of a mountain, quietly chanting and singing Kumbaya. They cannot imagine an angry Jesus pouring out his wrath upon the ungodly. But Revelation 14 portrays Jesus wearing a crown. He is sovereign. And portraying Jesus holding a sword. He is coming soon, and he is going to judge the world. The tribulation, ungodly tribulation people, those who have been left behind, who are not saved, recognize or fear the coming wrath of Jesus. Revelation 16:15 to 17. And the kings of the earth, the great men, the rich men, the commanders, the mighty men, and every slave and every free man hid themselves in the caves and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who is able to stand?" This is the day that John the Baptist warned about. Matthew 3, verse 7. But when John saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees coming to his baptism, he said to them, "Brood of vipers, who has warned you to flee from the wrath to come?" Revelation 14:17 to 20. Then another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. Another angel came out from the altar who had power over fire, and he cried with a loud cry to him who had the sharp sickle, saying, "Thrust in your sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for the grapes are fully ripe." So the angel thrust his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and threw it in the great winepress of the earth, or of the wrath of God. And the winepress was trampled outside the city, and blood came out of the winepress up to the horse's bridle for 1,600 furlongs. The grapes of wrath. The imminent battle of Armageddon is described as someone stomping grapes, and the blood of the armies will be like the squashing of grape juice. The blood will splatter as high as a horse's bridle for 1,600 furlongs, or about 200 miles, which, by the way, is the length of the Jezreel Valley, also known as the Valley of Armageddon and the Valley of Decision. Joel 3:14-17. Multitudes, multitudes in the Valley of Decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the Valley of Decision. The sun and the moon will grow dark, and the stars will diminish their brightness. The Lord will also roar from Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. The heavens and earth will shake, but the Lord will be a shelter for his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague which the Lord shall strike all the people who fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall dissolve while they stand on their feet. Their eyes shall dissolve in their sockets, and their tongues shall dissolve in their mouths. He is coming. And you'll notice on my t-shirt, he won't be smiling. Jesus is coming in his wrath to judge the ungodly. You know, when Arnold said, "I'll be back," he was acting. When Jesus said he'll be back, he meant it. He is coming either as your friend and Savior or as your judge. Application: where will you spend eternity? John 3:36. He who believes in the Son has everlasting life, and he who does not believe the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abides on him. Shabbat Shalom. Jesus is coming soon.